Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I missed you. God, I wasn't here last month, was I? And now I have to top that. I don't know if I can top the watermelon joke. It's so true. It is? Think about it. So welcome, everyone. Welcome to Strip Club. Good morning. I am going to show you a new strip club project we call Drop Diamonds. Do you like it?
Yes.
Thank you. This one uses 2.5-inch strips. Surprise. So what we have in this collection of strips is some of the more modern prints. This is by a company, most of the fabrics is from a company called Art Gallery. And it's a mix of some of their different designers. But here are your basic strips. So when you see any bundle of 2.5-inch strips, that's what you're going to use for this. Pick ones that you like. These are cut from our floor, so if you love this collection, you can only get it here at Cozy Quilt Shop. Then we need background fabric and an accent fabric. Now the accent fabric here is this red, makes it pop. It has a lot of contrast to those fabrics. It pulled out the color that I really wanted to feature. So there's a little bit of this sort of red in a lot of the prints, or like a softer tone of it. And so we pulled that out and used that as our accent fabric. So background and an accent. You want to see how it comes together?
Yes.
In my favorite style, it is just one simple block twisted and turned. Do you believe me?
Yes.
Did you say no? Some of you said yes. There's your one simple block. Yes, thank you, brilliant. You're going to see how easy it is to put together. First of all, you need to have your 2.5-inch strips. You're going to sew them into a set. Here we have a bunch of strips thrown into a set like that. And then you're going to cut them into segments, a larger segment and a smaller segment. So cut a larger and then your smaller segment. And put those together as a set, keeping the same fabrics together. You'll make many different strip sets and different fabric arrangements. But you're going to keep these two together because you want to carry this pattern from here, same pattern, onto there. So you'll keep your small one and your big one together as a set. A set like this. You see there's the small one. So once you've done that, put those aside, and the next thing we're going to do is make the diamonds. To do that, you'll draw lines on the back of your background fabric. If you don't want to draw the lines, you know we love the folded corner clipper as the alternative to drawing lines. Here's our folded corner clipper. This is made by Prairie Sky Quilting. It's a fantastic tool. It eliminates the need for you to draw lines on the back of your fabric. If you don't have the tool, if you want to draw the lines, draw faint lines. You'll see in our sample that they are heavy lines so you can see them, but you want them to be faint lines. Use a pencil or a chalk or the sew line chalk, cool little gadgets. They're the best. So here I have a line. The little guy, yeah, we'll do the little guy. Line drawn on the back of the background fabric, placed on your accent fabric. Accent fabric is a rectangle. You're going to stitch on that line, flip it over, make sure all your edges are flush to create the diagonal piece. Flip it back down when you're done, trim away the excess fabric so there's not too much bulk in your quilt, and then press. You follow that? Now we're going to do the same thing with the other side. Again, your line will be fainter. Stitch, then flip, and you'll get the top part of your diamond. You follow? Top part looks like this, and you're going to do exactly the same technique for the bottom part. There's your top. The only difference with the bottom is the placement of the diagonal line. Do pay attention to the pictures. Same concept, you will place and flip over, so now you have your diamond. Diamond, and as you can imagine, this bottom piece, and then this top piece. Right, you're paying attention. Good class. But we're not quite done. We just need something in the corners to carry the block into the next block to create a secondary design. So in the same way that we did the stitch and flip technique, we are going to place the diamonds, or squares with the diagonal line, one in the bottom corner like that, stitch and flip. Whoops, the other way. Yeah, same thing, stitch and flip, like that. And now you may notice it in the corner. Maybe you didn't notice it the first time. You may not notice it and forget to do it, but it does create a nice secondary design. It's not the end of the world if you don't do it. It'd just be a different quilt. Same thing, up in the corner, stitch, and then flip that over to create the triangle in the corner. Once you have all those pieces together, you just twist and turn your blocks, and you'll notice that all of the background triangles come together, and then all of the accent triangles come together to create additional diamonds. So here's a block. There's your background diamond, triangle to create the background diamond. And then here's another block. Now we have the accent triangle come together with three others to create that drop diamond. So you have the diamond in the block, and then the diamond that is created by the corners when they meet. Drop diamonds. So a subtle one and a more bold one. And then you add borders, quilt, bind, enjoy. Very nice. But you know you don't have to use these fabrics. If only I had another quilt to show you. Wow, hope I do. Aw, Lonnie, stepping up. Let me make sure this is the one. That would be embarrassing. Especially embarrassing if I pull out like next month's quilt. Like that's done. That's fun. Same quilt, same concept, similar colors, but now instead of the art gallery modern prints, we have a batik collection. Are you good? Do we have it? Do you like it? This uses a new line of batik fabrics from Timeless Treasures called Hawaii.
No, go ahead.
Now, notice, in both quilts, we went to the background fabric for that outer border. I couldn't find a border that I absolutely loved that was a print similar to those that are in the collection. So instead of putting on a border that over-dominated the quilt, I went back to the background fabric. So it looks now like the main border is actually the blue. That inner border sort of pops out a little bit more. Both quilts have the same design. In fact, last week's quilt had the same design too. I'm liking this background for the outer borders. I think it's a very nice look. And also an option when we're struggling to find that perfect border. We don't have to find that border that pulls all the fabrics in. Why don't we just go back to the background and let that inner border sort of pop and sing, make it sort of create a double frame. Yeah, he's oscillating. He's coming.
Good job.
He's coming. Do you love it?
Yes.
Such soft, beautiful colors. The corals and the blues. No wonder it's named Hawaii.
Yeah, very pretty.
Very nice. This, you can imagine, actually I originally designed this as a black and white quilt, and I would put red as the drop diamonds. That could be lovely too, right?
Yes.
Lots of potential, simple, easy, effective, you know, kind of pattern that we like here at Cozy. Do you have any questions? No, because it's pretty simple. You didn't need me. Don't know why you came. If you don't have the pattern, ask for it at your local quilt shop. And then if there's no other questions, you can join us next month for another presentation that uses 2.5-inch strips.